Hey guys, welcome back. Today we will talk about Google Cloud. Basically, Google Cloud platform, I'll deploy some of my pod services to the cluster I'll create on Google Cloud platform. So let's get started. How we can create. So basically, first, so this is how it looks like. So if you are haven't subscribed sign up on the Google Cloud platform, so first of all you have to sign up, and you will get 3 month free uh, subscription there. So basically you just need to add your credit card details there, and you will get a 3 months subscription. And you will also credit 24,000 for uh, the demo you will do, the R&D you will do with the Google Cloud platform. So let me show you how it's look like. So basically I already have it, so I own it. So let's go there. So I just click there, and the email ID I have signed up with this one. So this is how it's look like. So I have just signed in with my Gmail account, and here if you can see there is a console button. You just need to click there and on console, and let's suppose I wanted to have a Kubernetes cluster. So in cluster in Kubernetes cluster I need to deploy, and I have to create a Kubernetes cluster first. So what I'll do is I'll use Kubernetes engine. So and if you are not able to see this one, then there could be the possibility at the top you can see console. So you just need to click on console, and you will come here after that. Okay, so after you doesn't need to do much. You just write Kubernetes Kubernetes engine. Okay, so in Kubernetes engine there would be um, one window come like this. Okay, so if you haven't any cluster in your Kubernetes, then you will find nothing here. So let me delete this one, and I'll show you from the scratch how. Let me delete first. Okay, so for deleting you should have like you need to write the cluster name. Okay, so then I can show you how you can create a new cluster. Okay, so it will take time to delete, maybe 1 to 2 minutes to delete. So, and meanwhile let me show you what all things we can see. So basically that was my application account. So I'll also share one reference of the Udemy course from where you can learn all those things from the scratch. Like first they will taught you how to create a Springboot application, then how you can dockerize them, and after that how you can use config server, Chipkin, gateway, and your application to be bunch of things will be there, and you will learn more about it. So basically my application was account, card, and loan. So basically this is kind of microservice, and in this microservice we have a this loan service contains some controllers. So basically this will work like my loan and the properties. So property basically I have written the if you know like we have some kind of properties which we use at the runtime. For like suppose in config server we have many property. If you can see config account property, account dev, account prod, so those are some property which we use at real time. Okay, so active branch Mumbai, active branch London, active branch Washington. So those kind of things we have in config server. Then same the Eureka server. If you have a little bit knowledge of microservice as well, then you understood like okay, what is Eureka server, what is gateway, and what is this loan and loan account and card. I have already tell you these are my microservices. And to have a config map, we have all the configuration inside the config map. Eureka server basically have to have the all the services up and running, we can see there. and in gateway, basically from the gateway only we can manage our application. So this is the single entry point of all the um, services we have. So from a gateway server we can go through to our APIs. Okay, so this is not a part of the video, like okay we have to know about like what is config map Eureka server. So I directly jump to the important, which is cluster. Okay, how we can create a cluster and all. So let me show you this thing, the which is an important thing for us. Okay, so basically this is a 8 steps I have written here. First of all, we have a config map. Okay, so in config map, like in last video I have given a overview about like how you can use a Kubernetes pod services deployments, and this is I have created a config map. So basically if you know the YAML, then you can write in this type of configuration. So let me show you my YouTube channel. Okay, so this is my YouTube channel, and the video I have made for you regarding Kubernetes. So here this is a video which I have made for you, Kubernetes, how does Kubernetes create a pod. So you can see here how it creating a pod and all. So basically there you can learn uh, sorry. Okay, so it is still deleted has been created. Now we need to connect this cluster to my local machine. So if you can see 3 dots here, edit, connect, delete. So I'm clicking on connect button, and there you will find one command. You just need to copy it and go to your local terminal. So the application I have here, what I'll do is I'll just basically go to the terminal, new terminal, open, new terminal. Why terminal is not opening? Okay, let me do one thing. Let me open this folder. Okay, this is my Kubernetes cluster. So I'm using my local cube, basically our local terminal here. So hope you can see this. So I'm just pasting and click on enter, fetching cluster endpoint for cluster 1. Okay, it is showing install JKE registry auth plugin. It is needed. It means somebody has deleted this auth. Maybe. Let me go to see why this is happening. It might be happen with you also, because I already have installed this. But yeah, let me check if it is not installed. Let me run this command here in my terminal. Yeah. So your current is an installation component. Okay, yes. Okay, so it need to be updated. That's why it is not taking it, saying action required, because I tried it. It's been a month ago. So let me update this, and let's see if it will connect to my cluster pod or not, to the backend. So it's taking time. Yeah, it's saying performing post processing, step done, update done. So now if I run my command, fetching class, yes, now it's generated. So if you can see what is my pod name. So here I have created config map Jipkin service. Okay, config server. So in config server I have service and as well as deployment. So this is a config server, the application I have created in the Springboot with the TCP and this port number and target port. Okay, so first of all I'll use config map. So let me create a config map. So command is kubectl apply f underscore config maps.yml. Okay, so it don't take much time. Yeah, so config map easybank hyphen config map created. So if I go to my browser and here is my cluster, now I just want to refresh it, and if I refresh it, then in config map there should be one cluster, there should be that deployment I have done just now. So it's showing easybank config map namespace default, and it's inside a cluster 1. Okay, so let's do all of them step by step. Let me make it small. Okay, so that we can see all those names. So second is Jipkin kubectl apply hyphen f to underscore jipkin.yml. Oops, sorry, jipkin dot. Okay, so this also has been created. One is for deployment, second is for service. I have shown you the service is there and deployment is there, so both of them I have written inside the one file only. So let's go to the our cluster and see if it is there. Yeah, Jipkin service has been created. So let's repeat the same for all of them. kubectl apply hyphen f3 underscore config server. So if you know YAML language, no? So it is easy for you to understand these concepts. Okay, so edit. So it also has been created config server. So if I go to again and refresh my window, yeah, config server and Jipkin both are there. And now repeat the same for Eureka server account, loan, card and gateway as well. So let me change to 4 underscore Eureka server.yml. Okay, now I'm not showing you again, I'll show you in a one go. So creating YAML now for account, sorry, my is bad, it is accounts. Okay, so now it should be sixth service, which is loans.yml. Okay, created. Now seventh we have cards.yml, and the fourth on the eighth is config, eighth is gateway.yml. Okay, all of them we have created step by step. Now let's see the cluster. So there should be all services we have. So account service, card service, config service, Eureka. And if I want to run those, so how I can check whether it has been deployed or not. So these are the name. You can also access in your machine, I can also access, until unless this cluster is alive. Okay, if I deleted this cluster, then nobody can access. So this one only access by, see, white label error. It means if I add something like in the account service, now I have created some of the, if I show you here in my code of account service what I have written, let me show you that. In accounts I have various configuration also. So so I can show you them. See, this is the properties. If I directly go there and I want to access the properties, it is, see, all the properties are there. So it means this URL is up and working. Instead of working in your local, move a step ahead to the Google Cloud platform where you can see those things. So this is it, how we can deploy our Kubernetes powered services to the cluster, specific cluster. In the next video, I will talk about Helm chart. So, like in this video, it was quite tough to add one by one all those um, services and deployment, and we were doing one by one all of them. But if we use Helm chart, then we doesn't need to use this. We just need to basically the Helm we can use for it is a package manager. Okay, so we can put all those services inside and we just need to run that one package, so that it map with the values and also I'll tell you how we can do those things using Helm. Okay, the package manager. So in this video, hope you understood the concept how we can do this, and next video we'll see the Helm. So yeah, till then, take care. Bye bye.